Your team do the research and they come back to you and tell you what the hot topics is, and you see 50 on there, say pass.
Say
Yeah,
Pat,
leave it
it
alone.
alone, my boy.
Leave it alone, because you already
leave
know
that
it's going
shit
to open up a
alone.
can of worms that you do not want to go. You already knew that. So when your
You knew
team
it from the
came to
jump.
you, was like, we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about that, and y'all did y'all little meeting.
And it's
with
his
your
show, so
podcast.
you know what I mean. He's the one that put, you know, Joe everything. So he's the one that put it on there or whatever. Because you know,
Well, okay.
Listen,
If
he
that's how
should
you
have took it
do
off there.
don't have
some podcasts come with this
don't
stuff.
have
Facts.
um uh 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 don't have fuel for the fire if you're
Ooh.
gonna really do it like that. When
If you
got
dish it out,
fuel-
you gotta be willing to take it.
right, take it like a champ.
And then you-
take,
and then
that
you
on the
comment
hop
on
and
the
be like, yo,
situation.
that 50, that you know what I'm saying, that shit was
Now
crazy. But yeah, you already know.
And you comment on the situation. I ain't gonna talk about Irv because Irv not here
you
to defend
talking
himself
about-
no more. Joe commented on a situation that was a real life street situation.
And
so
they have nothing
it
to
had
do
nothing
with
to do
them.
with him. So
Now,
you shouldn't
It
even
ain't had
spoke
nothing
on
to
it.
do with you. That's some Queens. That's some Queens shit.
Now 50
You know what I'm
is
saying?
going to
You a
take a
Jersey
look.
nigga.
You don't even know what type of
50 is gonna
situations
take a-
they had with one another.
All right, and it didn't seem good.
Come on,
and
B,
it
you
seemed
already
like 50
know.
was in the right again. But I tell you this much. 50's going to look at this podcast, and he's going to hear us say that you complained about what Drake did.
Yeah,
He's
we
gonna
need that
make-
repost,
and he's going to
50.
make another meme about that. Oh, shit, word? I didn't
Yeah.
even know he said that.
Yeah.
And you're going to have the nerve to say it. So, 50, please just make sure you tag me
And
in.
one thing
God
about
is
Joe, don't
here.
get me wrong,
Thank
Joe
you.
is great at what he does. He's the only one that can
He's a
do
great
it.
commentary.
But only
Right.
thing about him is
He-
that he comes
yeah.
off at times as a narcissist and a hater. It's one thing when you give me your honest assessment, that's fine. But
Look.
when you come across like you a hater and a
I think he's
narcissist,
just
man,
very-
We gonna lead. We gonna
Sorry about your
put the
personality.
cherry on top with this one.
Okay.
Shout out to 50. Shout out to Joe.
shout out to 50.
50 does what he does. You know what I'm saying?
And Joe
You know,
does what he does.
Joe.
and I commend the brother for that. You know what I'm saying?
Stay away from
And
little
Joe
kids.
does what he does,
Don't say
and I
that.
commend him for that because
Mm.
in the fickle industry, it's hard
Scaring the kids,
to
Joe.
reinvent yourself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Scaring the kids.
And you see a lot of people out here trying to do it. He is one of the people that has been able to do it.
Leave the kids alone,
You know
Joe.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you know,
Didn't
that's what that
Joe have
is.
that post like a couple years ago because his baby mom took him to court and she said how he be jerking off his dog allegedly.
what?
It was in documents. Yeah, it's documented that they said that he be beating
His
off his
ex.
dog.
His ex.
His ex said that he be, you know what I mean, he be ejaculating his dog.
Sin.
Sin,
I
Sin.
don't know.
Shout out to Sin Santana. We need you on the show.
Sin.
You know what I mean?
Sis.
So that's how you type of guy you is already, man.
You and I.
Shout out to
alright?
50.
You and I.
You know,
50.
shout out to Queen's Flip though. Queen's Flip out there doing real dope content.
Yeah,
Shout out to
I
Queen's
saw
Flip.
I saw a clip with Queen's Flip
Mm-hmm.
and on that podcast,
Mhm.
right? And they
Yo, Queens is a
they
fool.
had Melissa Ford on there.
Mhm.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? And they were talking about the situation where Drake kind of said something about Melissa Ford,
Mhm.
but it was kind of like he said it was so subliminal.
Melissa.
You know what I'm saying? The joint was so subliminal, and Queen's Flip was like, "Yo, play that back again." You know what I'm saying? It was some I forgot what the lyric that what you call it said that Drake said on the record, but he said, you know, you a legend from the '6,
What does that
and he
mean?
said, I hate to see you sitting in between two. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they was just like, you know, what was, you
we
know,
gotta see that clip.
yo, the clip was ill. Look, it's online. You can check
Queen's
it
Flip.
out. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
Shout out to Queen's Flip.
Shout out,
Shout out to
shout out
50.
to-
Shout out to Melissa
shout out
Ford.
to
Shout
all
out
of
to
them.
Sin. Listen, y'all, we need these interviews.
Queen's
Coming
Flip probably the best content creator in the city right now. I don't care
Really?
what nobody says. Yeah, Queen's
Because he
Flip,
jumps from
yeah.
platform to platform to platform. And
But
stay tuned because we're going to be doing that too.
He's
but
got
he
his
definitely-
platform's gotten better over the years. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
you gotta salute Queen's
He's
Flip for
been
doing
doing
what
it
he
for a
do.
minute. So let me play this recording real quick because this is our next topic real
Mhm.
quick.
All right.
Jay and Desiree Perez, who's
So
must have made.
Okay.
I don't know enough about the case. I was asked to take a look at the case. As another case, I said I would not be interested. Really? I just wouldn't be. No. You know, I work-
Same reason. Connection is.
It's different a little bit. I represent.
So for those of you who don't know what the hell was just said or
Mhm.
don't know who's speaking, this is ASAP Rocky's attorney Joe to whatever. I'm not gonna mess it
Millionaire
up.
Joe. Let's call him
Explains
Millionaire
why
Joe.
he declined to take a look at Diddy's case. and he's
And
speaking
then
about
the
that
lawyer,
on
then one of his lawyers wasn't having,
One of his lawyers stepped down
and another lawyer
recently
stepped
too.
down recently.
So,
One
Shop,
of his lawyers
you
stepped
know,
down.
you the law guy. So, what does that mean in a criminal case when the lawyer steps down?
Well, the lawyer basically stepped down because
He stated why.
no, not really, but it becomes a situation where you become conflicted from from a standpoint that deals with your Hippocratic oath. So there may have been information that Diddy or somebody in his camp failed to inform him of, and it made the case harder to deal with. Like now, a lawyer can have any reason. They just don't feel strong
Right.
about the case.
So let me give
and
you-
that could be it too. The
Let me
lawyer,
give you multiple reasons why a lawyer could. He sees some stuff that could be incriminating to his client, and he no longer wants to represent him because he know he's not going to win.
Fact.
The client is being mean, cruel, and crazy, and just like not realistic, and it's overwhelming to them.
Right.
Whatever
Right.
that may be. Something happened personally to the lawyer, and he just can't take the case anymore on by himself. The client didn't have enough money for the lawyer, so he had to drop out. There's so many
We know it
different
ain't
things,
that.
I mean,
Definitely ain't
perspectives that we can think of, or whatever. Or the lawyer got, paid out by somebody else on the low, like, listen, drop this case X, Y, and Z, because
Yeah, I
they
don't
life
think
got
you would wanna
threatened
let that one
because
out.
Yeah.
whatever's happening can incriminate somebody else that they don't want stuff to come
That
out.
definitely
There's
happens.
multiple reasons of why that lawyer could have dropped the case. I'm just giving you, see, my mind.
Look up
my
James Earl Ray.
mind is like, how can you explain how my mind works?
mathematical equations.
I
It's
just,
just-
I think too much. I think too
think
much.
about it. Think about
He
like
said mathematical-
think about it like this. Like Black Friday, when they open the door
Yeah.
to let people in,
Yeah.
and niggas just start running in the store.
Mm-hmm.
That's how her mind is.
My mind goes. So
You know what I'm saying?
I could give you 10 more, but I'll just keep it there. All right. So anyway, with the 88 that I gave you guys, what do y'all think it is? I mean, did you get any other? Because I tried to get some information on it, but they're not saying much. There's a lot of speculation happening, but not no detailed information.
Sound like a conflict of interest, and then he had to fall back.
It could be that. I just think he saw that this case was
Uphill battle.
it was a serious uphill battle, and he wasn't prepared to deal with that. You know what I
So
mean?
one could think him, the
Mhm.
one that left, but then
Mhm.
this is Rocky.
Because he had several. He had like
Rocky's
2 or 3 lawyers.
lawyer
on this.
also said he didn't want to deal with it either. So that's interesting to see because ASAP Rocky's case was kind of not an easy case to deal with, right? They've been dealing with it for 3 years.
This is another aspect that people are not looking at.
Oh, that's one I might have forgot.
Because
Hurry up.
this is the thing. When you're dealing with someone who is persona non grata in the court of public opinion, and you have to defend that person. So now you may be looking at this person like, I know he guilty, or based off of the information you got, you know he's guilty, but you take the case because it's paying well, and you think that it's going to be a career booster. You know what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately, this is one of them situations where the lawyer's like, yo, this is what it is.
I can't believe this.
I don't know, because the thing is this.
Something ain't right,
You don't
guys.
want to have to put your name to something that everybody in the world is going to disagree with you on.
Facts.
So now you looking at how is it going to affect my money moving forward?
Diddy could have fired him on the low. We don't know.
He ain't fire him. That nigga need as many lawyers as he can get.
But I would
Facts.
assume they
You know
had
what
a
I'm saying?
team,
Listen, that nigga team is dwindling.
All right, on to the next topic.
That nigga team
y'all
is
let
a
us
mean.
know.
Speaking of lawyers, let's talk. Tony Busby.
Yeah,
and
man.
Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now,
there's
Jay's.
a lot of
You
content.
going
Now-
down, Tony?
See, this is the thing. I always thought, in my opinion, this is Shaka El Bay's opinion. This is not their opinion. This is not the opinion of 10 Toes Down. I always thought.
So you trying to say
that,
we don't have your back?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I'm speaking from my point of view. You know what I'm saying? And you're not, all right. So Tony Busby, to me, is someone who is, although he's someone who seems to have a very commendable record as far as being a lawyer, right? But I think you pick situations that you know where you are coming into people who are so vulnerable and so they're so weak that you can utilize their plight for your gain. You know what I'm saying? I personally think he's that kind of lawyer.
But wait a minute. Isn't that every lawyer? I mean,
to some degree, but
hindsight,
he when his name came out and they talked about him, people who are in the know stated that he's that kind of lawyer. He's a lawyer who's going to be there like, yeah, you need a lawyer. All right, you know what I'm saying? I can help you win that. I can help you win that.
Cases, rape cases, those type of cases, high profile cases where you can get money, but that's no different than a car accident lawyer.
But he comes of course as a legal con artist, and he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. So now they done revoked his license in the state of New York. So that means that half your money going right there. That Jay-Z case dismissed. That means that them Diddy cases.
Busby's from Houston. Ain't he from Texas, or is he from New York?
Revoke his thing from New York.
You know.
Yeah, they
either way, it doesn't matter.
I know in the state of New York, it's definitely revoked.
State of New York, it's a dub for you, homeboy.
So that means them Diddy lawsuits. You know what I mean? That they want to him is done.
So, and that's another thing.
And Jay taking
and this is the thing. He goes.
Yeah, for defamation.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, so.
Well, he been did that. He been filed that lawsuit. Yeah.
All of these cases of people who basically, she's scrolling for that next joint. She in there. You know what I'm saying? Mayor Adams. She's like.
To end it off, y'all gotta stop. We got the public. We gotta stop going ahead and finding people guilty before we find out what's going on with the situation or what have you. You know what I'm trying to say? Because when it first came out,
it's never gonna happen. People are going to formulate their opinion based off of how they feel about the person and based off of some of the information that is presented. So if you don't like a nigga, you really ain't gonna like him. If you like him, you like him. It don't matter what he do.
It all starts from the media. I had a family member who had a car accident, right? We rush into the now he's in, which resulted in somebody else, unaliving, and we get to the hospital and they're saying that we can't see that person, and I walk to the precinct and on the news they're stating that this person is being arrested and this is what they're charged with before all of this even happened.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got to really be conscious and aware of how the media can get you emotional and get you to side or believe a specific thing. Because I was in a state of shock that this person I know,
is true.
I just left the hospital and the precinct is only 2 blocks downtown, and I'm looking on the news about this particular accident that happened.
That's
and
true.
And they're saying shit, and I'm like asking the officers, "Well, is this true? Oh, I don't believe that. Whatever." So I got a first-hand insight on how this shit really go. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. And I think sometimes that plays a role in incriminating somebody or even actually getting to be in the favor that they wanted to believe, because ultimately everything they said happened almost to the T. Well, it almost happened that way before it actually happened, which was very interesting to me. But
it's a situation that happened recently that I can't get into on camera.
Right.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
With somebody famous.
Right.
And I know that for a fact. And
right.
I won't get to it on camera, but they really said some shit happened that didn't happen or whatever.
Well, I'm gonna throw this
until
out here.
like you know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna start some controversy really quick. What's the girl name that they said is crazy all the time and she's be talking gibberish?
Jaguar, right?
Jaguar White had said weeks ago that Tony Busby reached out to her to speak to her in the midst of him doing what he was doing with Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
And she was reluctant and wanted to do some research and found out that Beyonce's team, right, made a donation to, because like he said, they're from Houston. I didn't even know that until she said this. This is how I knew they was from Houston. Just exactly what Shaka said. Made a donation to, I believe, his foundation or the club that they're in, you know, because they all do golfing or whatever. And she found that very interesting. I just want to say that part. Y'all can go back and see that. So fast forward, ski. Jay-Z is out of this situation. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not saying he's guilty, but it's just very interesting how she made that. I said, this fucking woman do some research.
We
she
love Rock
me
Nation.
of Amazing Polly. I love you, Rock Nation.
Amazing people over there.
Let me tell you something. My nigga Jay.
Teflon Don.
My nigga Jay gave that man Busby that Sag energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, okay.
Let's just leave it at that.
I'm gonna give you that work.
That's what it is. That's what I just had to throw that out there. Right. So anyway, but on some real stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jay-Z, because at the end of the day, that man do have children and a family, and that's all that matters to me. I don't play about the kids.
And Tony Busby, go straight to hell.
I don't play about the kids.
Just go straight to hell.
Well, listen, go to hell.
Trying to keep a black man down. You know what I mean? Boss dog.
Right.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Right. So anyway, like,
we gonna get
congrats on that. He can move on, because that was a little bit crazy. Blue Ivy out there looking really cute and everything.
We about to go into Slick Willie next, aka Mayor Adams.
And Jay-Z deserves it.
Old Peanut.
Yo, this nigga here.
So y'all gotta ask me, like, this guy trying to act like he Obama. He giving me Obama. You not slick like Obama. You not smooth like him. Like, the way he just talked was like reckless to me. But shout out to him, because he is in our city, and we would like to have an interview with you as well. But we just doing our commentary. No shade to you, Adams.
we doing our due diligence. So if you talk reckless,
no.
If you talk crazy, we gonna talk about it.
Okay.
And we yeah.
This is a biblical moment.
A biblical moment.
You know, when Jesus was on the
what?
cross, he said, "God forgive them, for they know not what they do."
What?
All these Negroes were asking me to step down. God forgive them.
He called us Negroes. You better preach with them old ladies in the background over there talking. You know, you mentioned their Jesus. You better tell them.
Are you stupid?
I said he is a human being, and he happens to be melanated.
Listen,
so,
nigga,
what did you expect?
When you put black in position, that's how we do it.
All right, Adams?
Is you stupid? I ain't stepping down.
That melanation is gonna come out sooner or later.
Yeah.
I ain't even mad at it.
Come on, he's at parties, he's doing things. This nigga's walking around with,
first the lawsuit, now
this. You know what I'm saying? Butterfly collars looking like, you know what I'm saying, Saturday Night Fever. You know what I mean? What the fuck you expect?
Listen.
First the lawsuit, now this. That's crazy.
Who's mad at him?
No, first the lawsuit, then the dismissal of the lawsuit.
Thank you.
Then this. So he talking tough now, because you know what I'm saying.
Listen.
He team orange.
And listen,
you know
Jay-Z got his dismissed, and he got his dismissed. So you better give that same energy and say
he
shout
on
out
team
to
orange,
Adams, because he's found not guilty.
That's that
games.
that nigga new favorite color,
no,
orange.
No, don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. You ain't had that energy. Listen, Jay-Z was not guilty, and so is he. What are you talking about?
You know what Mayor Adams reminds me of?
Adams.
He reminds me. You know his head. He got a milk dust shaped head, right? So like his head reminds me of a piece of doo-doo that came out my butthole the other day.
Y'all see how he play it? Y'all see
how
he play it, right?
He reminds me of a piece. You remind me of a piece of doo-doo that came out my butthole.
That is
and
his opinion. Let's be clear on that. That is his opinion.
You know the doo-doo like when you on the toilet
I ain't
and it's
co-signing
You straining and it hurts your stomach and you just want to get it out of you. That doo-doo. That's Mayor Adams. He's the doo-doo that hurts.
Congratulations on you not being guilty of whatever the hell they was trying to pin you.
You not having to
squeeze you out
court for it.
Thank you,
Flush you down the toilet where you belong.
Right?
That
now,
part.
Adams, you go ahead out and do the work. I see them garbage cans. I like them. They looking nice and sexy on the corner. Mm-hmm. I peeped it.
What garbage cans?
You ain't seen them, honey? The New York City garbage cans. I went outside yesterday. I was like, okay, I like it.
What they
get ready to go to the Oval Office and swallow all that mayo.
Listen. We got to go to meetings with Adams.
Yeah. You get on your knees for that white man.
He's not allowed to come to the meetings, all right?
You know what I'm saying?
Adams, right now we're asking you for some grants, all right?
Juice bar shit, y'all know nothing about it.
And Adams, we will be giving you some juice bars. You're going to be lit with us because you like to hang out in the crowd in the community. I agree. I was not found not guilty. I don't know why Sharpton decided to go speak to Hochul about Adams when he should be speaking to Hochul about this congestion shit that's going on. And do you? Oh my
Lord. CI number 7.
Do you know Hochul is trying to charge people from crossing the street wrong now?
Yo, she trying to charge niggas a walking fee.
Do y'all know that Hochul is trying to give you a walking fee ticket?
Of $1.
Demolition Man.
Do y'all understand that people are going to start leaving out the
Google Demolition Man.
By the
Wesley Snipes.
Do y'all understand what's going on? And y'all worried about Adams? So what? He got some baddies with him. Who gives a fuck? Release the checks to us. Get them grants approved. That's all we care about. As he should, as a king.
Yeah, if you really doing the work.
Is he married?
We not doing.
No.
We not on that.
That boy putting checks in Swiss bank accounts.
Right. We not doing that. We not on that liberal. We not on that liberal shit. You know what I'm saying? You know. Fugazi with the
shout out to
funds.
Rock Nation.
Independent.
That's what they said the last one, right? Shout out to Rock. They're not doing the Fugazi with the funds. He's innocent.
I ain't got nothing against him.
He's innocent.
That's right.
Listen, hold up, time out. Skirt.
All right.
I'm not banging on Adams. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He is.
Yes.
That's why I said.
Yes.
This nigga here is on his own. You know what I'm saying when it come to that.
Listen, this is your
you know what I'm saying?
You better make sure New York Knicks,
bald-headed piece of doo-doo.
You support them, the Jets, you support them, you support your man. Anything black up in
Jets
here.
are horrible.
Guess what, y'all?
Hell no.
Next time they try to incriminate Adams for doing something, he ain't do it. Any black man walking up, he ain't do it. Any woman,
I like that,
he ain't do it.
I just think he's scumbag.
But don't you want to hear?
I don't want to see him go to prison.
Do it.
I just think he's
whatever
dirtbag.
disagreements you have with him, you curse his ass out behind the doors, closed doors.
I'm gonna curse him out to his face when I see him. Shout out to the white guy that called him a pussy a couple months back.
Really?
Yeah, he said, Mayor Adams was a pussy.
I ain't shouting at him already.
He turned his head
Listen, Adams has been doing... Adams, I see you got them things out. You need to talk to Hochul. You already know Sharpton. Sharpton got your back. Whatever. Sharpton,
that's the last nigga you should have to have your back. Confidential informant number 7. You piece of garbage rat. You turkey neck. Al Sharpton is a scumbag.
Sharpton?
Let's bury him where he belongs.
He didn't ask Sharpton to go. Sharpton decided to go talk to Hochul by himself. Adams ain't asked him to represent him.
Oh, I hear CI 7. That's all I hear.
Oh my God, he blanked out, y'all.
That's all I hear. CI 7.
He's a revolutionist. We understand.
We get that's it. All I hear.
Listen, with all seriousness, we want to give a shout out to Mayor Adams. Yes, some things we may agree or disagree with you, but at the end of the day, I don't want to see you in jail. And one day I know by the grace of God, we're gonna interview you.
Listen,
it's on camera.
Stand by it.
Yeah, I'm stand by it though. I'm stand by it. Yeah,
come
pull up. I saw you at Kelly Street in the summertime or whatever. You know what I mean? Pulling up with the weed bus. What you was doing with that weed? Huh, Eric?
Yo,
pay for your defense?
Listen, Eric was in the middle of a press conference outside and said, "Yeah, I smell it."
Right in the hood.
Out there.
Nigga came through the hood and shit.
It's legal. It's legal now.
Yeah, and he's stealing all the pounds from all the good people, all the good workers of the South Bronx that need that work.
You know who
allegedly.
Who is his boss?
Allah.
Okay, yes, that's true. And under Allah, who is his boss? Respect for Allah, respect to Allah, respect for Allah.
You talking about my boss?
Adams. Who's Adams' boss?
The white man with the King assassination. How they shut down the whole surrounding area and how like King was still alive when they took him to the hospital. And how like when they have assassinations like this, they have different teams to go ahead that's in, allegedly that are in play. So when he made it to the hospital, he was still alive. They killed him in the hospital bed. They went ahead and smothered him.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, they got affidavit from the nurse that seen it years later. She just didn't come out back then,
right?
Because she was afraid that they was going to murder her.
He
wasn't
crazy.
He wasn't dead at the scene. He died at the hospital. People forget that.
No, the crazy thing is how motherfuckers get a moment of clarity when they're about to leave this motherfucking plane. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta wait 60, 70 years sometimes, or 50 years, or whatever the case is, for a motherfucker to be like, you know what, I finally got a conscience, and I want to let the truth be told, and you put it out there just to try to clear your conscience. So even in that moment of clarity, it's so fucking selfish of you. You know what I'm saying? Because think about all the time and all of the turmoil that went on prior to that.
Facts.
Think about all the people who had to endure the backlash behind all of that shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When all they wanted to really do is just get the truth out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now
people that got murder behind it.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
People.
Like, niggas lost their lives, niggas lost their livelihood, people lost families behind this shit. And a motherfucker 80 years old, like, I think I want to just clear my conscience. I just want to get this off my fucking chest. It's too heavy. It's weighing on me. After you done live your life, benefited from it.
Corny.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is whack.
Listen,
and they even talk about how the shooter was alive. The shooter was staying in the Mississippi area for decades after the assassination. The actual shooter himself.
This is
he was alive and well.
Okay, let's put a cap on that. Boop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me take a juice ball. Y'all don't even understand this shit.